without honesty. I should be used to this. I am an actress. An actress? My daughter an actress? Why not become a prostitute? It's the same thing. My father threatened to divorce my mother over it. She would say, he's more dramatic than you. He should be an actor. In the end, she got her way, but not without a price. My mother, Enrica Pierangeli, a strong, elegant, stubborn woman. A lonely childhood. Dreams of becoming a performer until she married Luigi, or Gigino as you call him. June 19, 1932, barely swollen, nearly 9 months pregnant. Gigino! Luigi! I think it's time! Oh, just keep breathing! Just keep, what do you think I'm doing? Oh, that's good. Enrica, I can see the head. Oh. What is it? It's a girl. She's perfect. Annarella Pierangeli. Luigi, let me hold her. Let me. Oh, what is happening? It feels like the contraction's starting again. Why would they in us? Did you know? Why didn't you tell me there was a second? Oh! My sister Marissa, born 20 minutes after me, which I've never let her forget. Marissa! Let me copy, please! Mom, I don't want to do homework. I want to play. Papa didn't have to, right, Papa? Papa? Growing up in Rome, we cherish an essential part of our lives. Papa! I don't want to go to church. It's so boring. Why do we have to go? Why do we have toes? What? You don't know, do you? But they're important. They're part of you. Church is like that. You don't understand, but you will one day. I promise. Now let's go. Anna, why can't you deal with your sister? The only way I can describe it, like life flowing through me. I've only felt that way a few times, but I've been chasing after it ever since. It's amazing. First we can't get her to go, now we can't get her to leave. Rome, 1943. Marissa and I are 11 years old. We can tell things are changing around us, but we don't fully understand why. Papa, why can't I go to the park after school? I used to all the time. There's a war, Anna. I need you to be careful, okay? Straight home from school from now on. No talking to anyone. For how long? I don't know. The planes became a normal sound for us. Talks of death, bomb threats, scary men in uniforms around every corner. We got used to being hungry. With no rations, my father would go out in the middle of the night and search for food. When he couldn't, my mother would. A secret. You can't do things like that, Enrica. What if something happened to you? It didn't. Why is it okay for your family, but not for me? Because I'm the man. I can do as I like. You always have. Why should I expect anything different? Anna, you shouldn't be spying on us. Shh. Soon, the air raids were happening nightly. But my mother, ever the optimist, kept on cooking. If we're meant to die, we'll die. Doesn't matter if we're in a shelter or not. There was one night, I thought we would. We finally made it to a shelter and I hugged my father tightly, his heart pounding in my ear. Papa, what happens if we die? Shh, my Annarella. You and your sister are going to live long, happy lives. You will too, won't you? I don't know. But I promise no matter what, I'll always be here for you. But if you die, I won't be able to see you. How would you be here for me? I'm not sure. actors being magically discovered, and as crazy as it was, that's what happened to me. The famous Italian director Vittorio De Sica spotted me on the street. I was 15 years old, and when my mother found out, Vittorio De Sica! Oh, Anna, do you know what this means for you, for us? Oh, you're going to be a big star. I just know it. Always wanted to be an actress. Now my daughter gets me out. This is wonderful. You already know how my father reacted. Perché non diventare una prostituta? E la stessa cosa. But in the end, if this is what you really want, I'll let you do this. But you have to promise me that no matter what, your mother will never leave your side. I won't always be around to protect you, but your mother, she's smart. She won't let anyone take advantage of you. Oh, I promise, I promise. And Anna, your life isn't going to be easy if you go down this path. To be in the spotlight, it's like you're giving your life away to other people. It's no longer your own. Everything is about to change, and once it does, there's no going back. I just hope you're ready. I thought I was. The starring role, Domani è troppo tardi. I was 17 years old and about to have my first kiss film. No. Can't I just... Okay, I'll try. No, please, my tummy hurts. Can't I... Okay, I'll try. Oh, the commotion it caused. I don't know why it was such a big deal. Guess I got my overdramatic side from my father after all. After that, it was easy transforming into someone else. I was always emotional, crying at everything, feeling it all so deeply. For me, acting is like drinking a glass of cold water. I feel it running all the way through me, down to my toes. It's more painful, perhaps, when things are going well, because you know they'll eventually change. I was filming when I got the call. He was sick for years, my entire life, but I never thought, Papa, what happened to him? Oh, Papa, I'm so sorry, I should have been here. Please don't leave me, Papa. Anna, what are you doing on set? Your father just died. You should be with your family. No. I want to be here. This is where I belong right now. You can't avoid things, Anna. As much as you want to bury its mother, pretend it doesn't exist, it still lies beneath it all. You can feel it, can't you, in your bones, your lungs, your chest. If you keep avoiding it, it'll just keep growing until it makes your entire body like a sickness. You can't keep ignoring things, Anna. You can't. No! Hollywood, 1952. I am MGM's new biggest rising star. They've renamed me Pierangeli from my last name, which I don't like one bit, but my friends still call me Anna, like my best friend Franny, or you might know her as Debbie Reynolds. Franny shows me all the latest trends, hairstyles, and most importantly, how to have fun. Oh, Anna, I can't believe you've never gone ice skating before. Come on, we've got to go. I thought you said you could skate. Never skated before in my life. Going to have a blast together. She even did my makeup for me, which my mother didn't approve of. What are you doing back so late? Mama, it's not that late. And what's with all the makeup? The studio doesn't let you wear that much. Mama, trapeze, oh, the feeling of flying. Your heart is pounding, but you don't look down. You'll be paralyzed if you did. You can only stand there waiting to take hold, and then the beam flies towards you. It's time. Hand, and then you're swinging forward, the wind whipping through. Then you flip upside down, your feet keeping you up. Dizzying, the world turned towards him, the one you trust, then, and you let go, because you know he has you. You hang on, fully trusting, fully flying until the beam is there, and now it's time to let go. That is what it is to soar, to be truly free. Up there, the two of us, how could we not think it was love? I was heartbroken and reality struck. Engaged, cheated on. The details don't really matter, in that he taught me a person isn't always as they first appear. You can't tell based off the shiny surface. You have to crack it open and peer inside to see what they're really made of. Oh, Anna, there will be others. First Kirk, now the studio won't cast me. Oh, Freddie, I can't take it anymore. You're being overdramatic. You have a contract. The next part is coming. She was right, of course. 1954. The Silver Child with Paul Newman. A lovely man who introduced us. I was 22 years old and got me the boy who changed my entire life. James Dean was starring in his first film, Used to Be In. He didn't know it either, but things would never again be the same. How do you begin to describe someone you love in pieces, in moments like fading memories growing more dim as time goes on? He's remembered as the original rebel, that posture, mumbling, moody. He may have been those things at times, but he was so much more than that. The first time he took me on his motorcycle, that wasn't so bad. What? Nothing? Come on, it's my first time. I think I did pretty good. Sure? Oh, you might have cracked a few ribs from clinging on to your life, but not too bad. How dare you? So, where have you taken me? You'll see. Hope you're less afraid of heights than you are of motorcycles. It was beautiful, our spot, overlooking the water below. Up there, the two of us, still at the beginning of our lives. It felt like anything was possible. Are you afraid? You have to be more specific than that. Do you get afraid of life, of things? Are you? I'm scared of making the wrong step, and I'm scared of not trying because I'm scared it's silly. No, I understand completely. You do? But the thing is, life is meant to be lived. It sounds a bit redundant, but people often forget that. What I'm really scared of more than anything is not doing enough long here, not stamping deeply enough into the earth, not making a lasting impact. Maybe it's selfish as me, but it's all I have. I feel that way too. You do? Always. I think you're a special person, Jimmy. Different, I mean different than anyone else. What time is it? See why your father called you Annarella. You're scared the spell wear off and you'll make it home by midnight. It's not the spell I'm worried about. Where were you? Filming went late, that's all. I don't want to sing that James Dean anymore. He's not good enough for her, and you can tell him I said that. Jimmy tried to get my mother to like him. He really did. He came over for dinner on his best behavior, combed hair, even a suit, which he hated. But it didn't matter one bit. My mother decided long ago he wasn't right for me. And Jimmy? His mother died when he was young. Eureka can kiss my non-Catholic blasphemous Jimmy. Sorry. Tell me honestly, has she been like this with anyone else? Kurt? That big Timon? It's just me then. I'm telling you, that's it. What are you going to do? James, I was not back yet. Oh, figured I'd wait for a year. Got me gin? I came home to music blasting and Jimmy, drunk, his bare feet propped up on the table and a big smile on his face. My mother was about to explode. It would have been funny if it weren't so horrifying. Voodoo che se ne vada e il maiale sporco maleducato, lo sapevo da momento in cui l'ho conosciuto. Translation, you need to stop seeing him. We used to say we were like Romeo and Juliet, sneaking around set just so we could spend every moment we could with one another. Some might have believed it was the excitement that made it feel like love, another fantasy. You don't always know the importance of something at the time. Only when looking back do you realize what it meant. Jimmy was the only man I ever loved, and it's all my fault. I'm telling you, it's not right. It's your house. You're the one paying for everything. You can do as you like. You don't understand. She's my mother. She's given up her entire life for me, and you're about to give up your entire life for her. I'm telling you, it's not right. You're stronger than this. It's not about strength. Then what's it about? I don't have a family, right? My mom's dead. My dad can't be bothered to care, so I couldn't possibly understand. I didn't say that. Even without my mother there, she was always present between us. Obligation versus love. What I couldn't ever say is that there was a part of me that feared that she was right, that there was an immaturity to him like a wounded child, scared of the world, of getting close. He needed more than I could give, and so did my mother. What most people don't know, and what I didn't learn until after he died, was that Jimmy was going through therapy the final months of his life. Apparently he was making a lot of progress. Do what you want with that creature, but I don't want him in my house anymore. But if you go with him, then don't come back. You will lose everything, your career, your family, it's up to you. I was paralyzed, like waking from a nightmare, your body not get caught up with your mind. He wanted to marry me. Before he left for New York, he asked. I never told anyone that. The memory is too painful. The last time I ever saw him, at a special spot. I'm sorry about how I've been handled. The whole situation's just been driving me nuts, and I'm getting married. When? Soon. No. When did you start seeing him? It wasn't like that. It was after we broke up. It just happened. How could? I wanted to tell you before the news broke. I'll consider it. So who's the guy? You can't even tell me, can you? Dick? Timon? Let me guess, it was your mother's idea, wasn't it? You're gonna let her lead your entire life for you? And him? It had to be him? Because he's Italian and Catholic and so handsome. You see pictures before it's good stuff. How could you do this to me? Did you ever even care about me? Of course I did, I'll always. Please, this isn't easy for me. It couldn't be easier. I love you. Love me, that's it. You need everything. I know, but I can't give you what you need. I don't have enough in me, and I don't think you can either. Not really. But he can. There's nothing I can say to get you to change your mind, is there? I'm sorry I love, the greater the weight. It doesn't have to be a poison. I just never learned how to turn it into something else. Married life. Vic is everything I wanted a husband to be in the beginning. Vic, you didn't have to. This is too much. Not for my Anna Maria. You deserve the world, and I'm gonna give it to you. Pretty words and gestures, things I didn't realize mean absolutely nothing. The funny thing is, the ironia, is my mother was the one who turned on him first. Vic! Madre! Don't you madre me! How could you do this to her? I thought you'd be thrilled. You did this on purpose, didn't you? Lately got my daughter pregnant so she couldn't work anymore. I see right through you, Vic. You're scared of losing her and you're jealous of her successor. That's enough! Get out of my house. If you're going to keep talking like this, then don't come back. Please don't let him control you right now. And grow out your hair. My hair. Vic kept talking for weeks how charming it would look if I cut it short. I finally did it just to shut him up, and it looked. I've learned that people often let you see they really are in pieces. Little things at first, isolating you, planting seeds in your head, little ideas of how to make your life better. I'm telling you, you're too good for MGM. And the contracts are made to be broken. They don't put you in the right things. When's the last time you had it in? Somebody up there likes me? Exactly. And even then Newman was a star, not you. I'm just saying, baby. You built enough of a name for yourself. We don't need them anymore. I know you're scared, but the right move for your career. Just think about it, will ya? For me? Planting the seeds one by one until your head becomes so crowded with weeds you don't recognize your own mind. That is how a person breaks you down. Gradually, insidiously. I'm sorry Noble hired you, Anna. I wish you'd come to me before you left. I don't understand. It's the way the studios are. If you break the contract and suddenly you're toxic, no one wants to work with you. It's not your fault. It's that worthless husband of yours. He's a good father to Barry. Barry, our son, the sweetest boy I've ever laid eyes on. I had a fractured pelvis when he was born, a freak accident on the plane. I was thrown against the bathroom ceiling during turbulence. I nearly lost him. The birth was excruciating, but I didn't care. He was strong, the biggest baby in the hospital. And Vic, he was great with him. One of the only positive things I can say. Vic, it hurts me to think that you would do this to me on purpose because you know how important this is. It's my life. It's my career. It's everything I've worked towards. And you say that you love me. You say you just want to take care of me. What are you talking about? What the hell are you accusing me of? My life. My career. You said you wanted me to leave MGM. You didn't tell me it would ruin everything. So that's what this is all about. Roll your arms around me, say that you love me, but it's all just a lie. Because you don't care one bit about your family. It's all about your career, your fame. That's not true. You've got the whole world fooled. You're not evil, but it's all just an act. You ever think that they don't want to hire you anymore because they're finally seeing through you? This is crazy. Where is this coming from? I come home after a long day and you're throwing these accusations at me like I want to ruin your life? Well, that's just it, right? Your life is your career. It's not being my wife or Perry's mother. Yes, it is. It's all that you're a fucking liar. That's all you'll ever be. Just some dumb little Italian broad that got lucky. You can't speak to me like that. I can say whatever the hell I want. I'm your husband. Then act like it. For once in your life, act like a man instead of a scared Joe's little boy. I see you. That's who you are, Vic. I'm controlling myself tonight. Don't push it. You're just a scared, jealous little boy who doesn't know how to take care of his own family, who has to my faith. I took Perry with me to Europe as I filmed. I hoped returning to Italy, where it all began, would mean a fresh start. I was only 26, but I felt so much older. I kept hearing the same piano tune every time I would dream. I didn't know what it meant. If it was a sign from a god I didn't know I still believed in. And then I walked into a restaurant one night, and there he was, playing the piano. Armando Travioli, the famous Italian composer. He wasn't handsome, not like Jimmy or even Vic. He was bold at the top here and had these little tufts of hair on the side, and these beady little rodent eyes. But still, there was something about him, especially when he played the piano, that made me feel more than I had in years. Anna, what are you doing? My sister Marissa. Her career was going well where mine was failing, and her whole life? She married French actor Jean-Pierre twice, but it was working out the second time around. Marissa, I'm happy. He's exactly what I need. You don't see people clearly, Anna. I told you, Mama, and I'm not listening to her about husbands ever again. Vic was awful, but he wouldn't have been happy with Jimmy either. He didn't even really love him. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I just want you to be careful. You don't have to rush into anything, so why would you? We were married soon after. I know, we're all stubborn in this family, but Marissa was right. I rushed into things head first, stars in my eyes, making me blind to who he really was. I had my second son Andrew soon after. A big, happy family. Dun, 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 dun. Anna, I told you not to disturb me when I'm working. I know, but Perry made up these funny little dance, and why would you think that he's more important? Because he's your son. Andrew is my son. And even then, you know how important it is I get this score done on time. I'll try to see it by time, alright? Now please let me work. In some ways, I got exactly what I wanted. Armando was nothing like Vic. Where Vic hit with his hands, Armando bruised with his words, or his lack of words. He could go days or weeks holed up in his study, keeping the world out so he could create one of his own. He was brilliant, no doubt. I had a habit of being with some of the best artists in the world, but always the worst husbands. It ended as quickly as it began, but cruelly, harshly. I was on my own now with two young boys to raise and a talented ex-husband that wanted nothing to do with either of them. I still don't understand how a man that can play so beautifully, so emotionally, can be so unfeeling. But maybe that's why. He put everything into his music so there was nothing left for the rest of us. After that, the years went by in one big blur. It's funny how slow life can feel when you're young. Until you look in the mirror one day, and a stranger is staring back. She looks familiar, this stranger, but her bags are swollen here, and these lines are formed here, and her eyes, they were so hopeful once, so clear. Now they're foggy and distant. Malinconia. We've got just the thing for you, Pierre. It's Anna. These pills are all the rage, perfect for insomnia, depression. You say if you have this weight on your chest at night, your nerves are bad. These pills are just the thing for you, Pierre. How many do I take? 2 in the morning, 2 at night to do the trick, and if you run out, there's more where that came from. Barbiturates are just the thing for you. Trust me, I'm a doctor. it wasn't enough, the amount. It wasn't working the same. The fear started to return. I wasn't getting the parts I deserved. Not for a long time now. I was lucky to get anything at all. Andrew, Barry, my children. I couldn't afford to take care of them. Please, please don't take my children from me. They mean everything to me. I'll do any part, anything at all if I could just keep my children. Hey, you have to let me talk to Barry, please. Is he there? He needs his mother. Please don't do this to me, Vic. Have you taken enough from me already? Do you know where you are, Anna Maria? You had a nervous breakdown. We want to help you. Will you let us? Do you know why you're here? Why do you let things get so bad? Why won't you face it? Why do you keep blaming yourself? Why? I don't know. I don't know the reason for it all, that's why. All this pain, all this loss. I don't have control over my own life. I never have. If you don't have control of it, then who does? I don't know. But what do you know? I know. I should have been there for him. I never should have left. I should have been strong enough. It's my fault. It's my fault. And I don't know how to live with this. All this pain, all this loss. I close my eyes and I see them. It wasn't your fault. It was out of your control. Some things are. But you get to decide what you do now. What do you want, Annarella? I want to see my children. I want my career back. The one stopping you. 1971. I am 39 years old and have returned to Hollywood for the first time in years. What if he doesn't want to see me, friend? My dear friend, one of the only people who's always stayed by my side throughout everything. He'll be thrilled to see you, Anna. And I don't want you worrying about a thing. I'll help as much as I can. I'm happy to. With your talent, you'll be back on screen in no time. She was right about one thing. It was like no time had passed at all when I finally saw Perry. My handsome boy. Only 15 and he already towered over me. The sweetest boy I've ever known. At least Vic and I did something right. Together. In Hollywood, not so kind to women, and I wasn't the budding ingenue anymore. But still, I had hope. In my faith, it was returning in pieces. Hope is something you have to feed. It doesn't spring up suddenly. It's a choice to nourish it, to actively choose it. I know the parts will come, Anna. You just have to wait for the right thing. I put on such a brave face. I was beginning to believe it myself. But then the nightmares returned. The medicine the doctors had given me was no longer working. They're shaking. Can you see? And my heart, it keeps slamming, racing, always at night, always when I'm alone. The fear, the grief, it's a poison I thought to be cured. It was only a lie to myself, to others. It's like the trapeze, only this time I can't let go. I keep hanging on until my arms hurt, my fingers swell. You can't fly if you don't let go, if you don't trust. I always trusted the wrong people. He was a doctor, said to call if I needed him. He came over that night, gave me a shot, said it would be all right. My breath slowing, my throat closing, and my heart beating for the last time. They said it was a suicide, but that's a lie. I had more of life ahead of me, even if it wasn't exactly as I planned. The ironia is, the day after I died, September, nearly 16 years after Jimmy, and 21 after my father, I was offered a role in Bonanza, a part that would have revived my career. But I've learned that what could have been doesn't matter as much as what was. Jimmy wanted immortality, a life beyond death. He achieved that. And me? My story has always been told through the eyes of others, never my own. But here, sharing my story with you, I have faith things can change. Condurre con il cuore è un atto nobile. To lead with the heart is a noble act. Condurre con il mente è un atto di paura. To lead with the mind is an act of fear. Condurre